Hello and welcome to today's video. We're using this kit, very old format from Taylor Made Creative Co. It's called Spring Meadow. These are all of the things that I got. So I believe it also included like a more functional kit as well. A whole lot of those bow headers and yeah, extra washi strips and this little deco piece of florals that I could not pick up for the life of me. And then this is the dye I'm going to be using. This is Raya from Goldmine Coco. So let's jump into actually putting down the base, which I filmed for you guys and left it in the video. So you have to let me know if you like this. I don't know if I'll do this all the time, but I did it for this time, since it's been quite some time since I put a plan with me up. I felt like I needed to. So I did go on my Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me there, make sure you follow me to inquire about some questions to answer while laying down the base. So the very first one is from Tori. It's Tall Plans on Instagram. Thanks, Tori, for asking the question. She said, so glad I am not the only one. Because I was talking about how it's been so long since I've done stuff. And then I was talking about how I could not find the flower. So she asked me, did I find the flower? No, Tori, I didn't find the flower. And it's crazy because I was thinking, okay, maybe when I edit, I'll kind of look and see what happened with my hands at that moment. So it looked like it came off in the midst of me taking off a pink flower. Like I saw it on my finger and then it wasn't on my finger. So I got up and went and looked at my planner again to see if I would see it. I still ain't find the damn flower. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I have a couple of extra florals that I was going to use in my A5 because I was going to use the leftovers in my A5 for the current week. So I do have a big yellow flower and then one of those little pink flowers that you'll see me put down on Monday. So if I may just put that on there. I may just hold out and see if I find it. I don't know. But no, I didn't find the flower. And I'm just like, what the hell? Where did this flower go? Y'all, it's the best. And I don't put these flowers up until the very end of the spread. Because at first I thought I was going to put the floral deco throughout the spread. But I ended up just not even doing that. So, yeah. So my next question is from Brina, and that's Brina G352 on Instagram. Hey girl, hey. She said, how are you? I feel like my patience, my faith, discernment, obedience, connection, emotional and mental sanity, all of the things. I feel like it's being tested right now in this very moment. As I'm doing this voiceover, I'm kind of excited because I have a massage book in about an hour and a half. So I'm looking forward to that because I am extremely overdue for, what I particularly like to do, which is getting massages and facials. I'm not getting a facial, I'm just getting a massage today. But I'm completely overdue for it. And I'm looking forward to it because I need a moment to decompress and have somebody else help me do that, if that makes sense. Like, I'm all for doing my like self-care stuff, which essentially my husband pretty much like forced me to do on Friday. And I kind of did on Saturday. Because it's been rough. It's been rough over here. And yeah, I'm just okay. Quick side note. When I was flipping through my foil and I saw that I was using this girl and I saw those florals from JK Create, I said, I have to put florals coming out of her bag. That is just so freaking cute. And I didn't plan it like prior to me actually, when I was like going to pick out a doll. I ended up picking her, I think I said in my kit lineup, because of all of the colors that's in this spread. So I felt like this kind of, her being very neutral, grounded the colors and stuff like that. So that was really the main reason why I picked her. But when I saw the bag, I was like, yo, I can put florals coming out of her bag too. Like, that is so cute. I just had to say that. And then Brina also said, not a question, just want to say I love your accent. And I think it's funny. I've always been asked, where are you from? And I would say where I'm from. And this is like people that live in the same place that I live in. And I'm like, I'm from here. And they're like, really? Because you sound like you live down south or something. And I'm like, well, I'm in the southern part of the city. And like, my city is kind of broken up. We have a north, south, and west. And then we have like other areas that's like called a name in my area. So I'm from the south part, and I've always been asked that. I think I have a bit of an influence. I used to spend summers with my dad when he lived down south. Like, he lived the furthest in South Carolina, and then he also lived in Maryland for some time. And I used to spend summers with them. And at that point, I was like preteen, teenager, early teens. And, when you're around other people, you pick up on their mannerisms and stuff like that. So I think maybe part of that was kind of embedded in me, but I feel like my siblings have also said that people have asked them where they were from and thought that they were from down south too. So I don't really know, where that comes from, but yeah, I live in a big city in the north, so yeah, I don't know. But thank you, girl. I appreciate it. And then Jasmine from Jazzy's Plans off of Instagram. She said, what you did, girl? Listen, I don't know. And I can tell you what I didn't do. As I'm sitting here watching this playback when I was editing, I said, Joia, you ain't put not one skinny divider on this side of the page at the top. What the heck? And at the very end, you'll see it's still there. But I filled in my pages now, and I'm not showing after the pins anymore. So, well, at least that's the plan. It may change. I don't know. But for this spread, I'm not. So just know I have gone back at this point and put them up there. But yeah, listen. You know what? She probably asked that question at the very beginning of that story, because I kind of got on there and like did the little, I'm going to put the face on the screen, but I kind of like made that face like, So I said, guess what I did, y'all? And I started doing that. So that's probably what her question was relating to. But girl, I filmed the whole plan with me. I'm so proud of myself because listen here. The struggle has been real. Okay? It's been real. And clearly that tells y'all how much I like to talk, because now we into the day-to-day. And that was only 4 things. So yes, ladies, I appreciate you engaging with me on my Instagram and giving me some questions to answer today. So, on to the day by day. So, first up, I am marking that it is spring. And it's interesting because I thought I had a Oh Hello Spring. And you know what? I know now too. I believe I still have the, or did I use it? I don't know. I had one from the Pretty Pinko, but I'm thinking about it. I don't remember seeing it in my binder. Yeah, so it ain't there now. Ain't. Sorry, this is not proper English. It ain't. It's not there currently, but when I go in to find my taco night script, I also came across the Oh Hello Spring that will be there momentarily. So you'll see that. But I wanted to, I guess, kind of mark bigger things using the Crafts by Thaowie like scallop boxes. So I used one of the third boxes and then put the florals there to mark that it was the first day of spring. And finally, this current week is actually starting to feel like spring. I'm sick of the weather, okay? Like, she is not fighting. She's not fighting, and I don't appreciate it. I need her to fight harder. um, that day was a complete shit show. Excuse my French, but it was. I was trying to go out to work. I normally take public transportation. Because I'm paying for parking to go to work, just don't sit right with my spirit. It just don't. And yeah, no, it don't sit right with me. So I didn't want to, and I couldn't find the transportation card at first. I'm like, oh my God, where the heck did it go? I asked God for forgiveness because I saw some neighbors come outside, and I'm like, oh my God, if they saw my car on the ground and it picked it up and stole it, like da 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 da. I ended up finding it. So then I was talking with my husband. He said, just drive to work. So I'm like, all right, I'll drive to work. But then I don't like to take my car key all the time with me to work. So I would have to come back in the house. So when I walked back in the house, I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm working from home. So all that to say, I work from home on Monday. Y'all, it was rough, okay? It was rough. It was rough, okay? Just know it was a rough start to a Monday. I wasn't even on consults this week, so that just like pissed me off even more because I'm just like, listen, I wanted this week to start out really well, really well. The devil was trying to work against me. That's all I'm gonna say. So then after that, after the end of the day, I decided I wanted to try a Pilates like class on the Apple Fitness app, and I did. Excuse me. I really liked it. And I did it like all that week, and I was feeling hella snatched. So say, I was feeling good. My midsection felt great. I felt strong in my core, like my leg. Like I just felt good. So, I'm going to participate in this It Girl challenge that Goldmine Coco has created, and one of the things was to try something new. So I think I forgot who it was on Instagram, but they had posted like the class pass thing, so you can get like a free intro class. So I think I may try that this month. I have to go on there and look and see like and find a day that works for me. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, all that to say, I tried Pilates for the first time and loved it. After that, I did some meal prepping for the week because I knew we were going to be gone for the later half of the week, so I didn't really have to do too much. After that, I did the dishes, cleaned up the kitchen and all, and then I showered and went to bed, even though I didn't go to bed until like 12 a.m., which didn't make no gosh darn sense. Tuesday, I ended up going into the office. Monday and Tuesday was supposed to be my days in the office, and then Wednesday, Thursday, I planned to work from home, but it didn't happen that way. So Tuesday, I went to the office, marked that using the little desk icon from the Pretty Pinko. I had a bunch of Teams meetings this day, so I used my custom script Teams meetings from Pandabird Design. I had a wax appointment after work, so I ended up having to drive to work that day. I hated it, but it made no sense for me to try to leave. I would have to left work early to come home to get my car to go because I scheduled the appointment like soon after I got off of work. So I had to drive to work, which sucked. But whatever. nearby my wax place was a like a vinyl record store, and I went in there because we were looking for this one particular record. My husband is, so I said, well, let me go in there and look and see if they had it, but they didn't there. But the guy that worked in the store gave me 2 additional stores that I can potentially try, so I'm gonna try them out and hopefully I can find it for him. And after that, I came home and it was taco night, so I marked taco night with my taco night script, and then the taco icon is from White Deer Stationery. And when I found that script is when I found it was like I think it was the months on there, and then like, oh hello spring, oh hello fall, so I pulled the spring one and put that in there for Monday. Wednesday was the first day of Ramadan, so anybody that may be watching this, if you know any family members or friends that are Muslim, I do wish them a very prosperous and peaceful and spiritually fulfilling Ramadan this season. I did go into the office again, like I said, this day, and I had to do a audit. So I marked that using the Lilac Luna Plans laptop icon. She is no longer open. Sorry, guys. Had a bunch more teams meetings this day, so I marked that the same way I did on Tuesday. And then I ended up finishing my book. It was In Every Mirror She's Black. I'm not going to say what her name is because I don't know, but I'll leave the name of the book down in the description box. I love that book. I absolutely love that book. I am participating in the Goldmine Coco reading club, and that was one of the books. And I was actually due to take that book back to the library the following day and pick up my other book. So I needed to finish it, and I finished it. And it was not as you would expect it to be. So because of that, I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it not being the typical, you know? So, yeah, I'll leave the name of that book down in the description box. So yeah. And then I'll leave a link for it for Amazon for you in case you want to go buy it. Then after that, I did have to go ahead and do my hair because, oh, look at me. I done caught up. I had to do my hair. Yes, like I was saying, I had to do my hair because we were going out of town the following day. So I had to do the wash, the condition, the blow dry, and then I kind of like molded it up because I was doing a ponytail. I needed something real quick, simple because listen, I was starting to go downhill after that. And then I started to pull things and start packing. Now, crazy enough, I did not actually pack until the next day. So thank God for working from home because like literally in between a meeting or in between doing the task, I was like packing or washing clothes or something. It was a lot going on. So I marked working from home the same way I did on Monday. I did make myself some matcha because I needed a little bit of energy, but I did not want to drink coffee because if you guys don't know, coffee makes you go to the bathroom, and I ain't got time for that because my bladder is already small. I don't need to be doing nothing more on the road, okay? So yeah, now with this box that I'm unfortunately putting down off the out of frame on Thursday, I just looked at it and like this is definitely a like whole like check. It just needs to be a checklist. And actually now I'm thinking about it, I have a to-do script that I may go back and put on there too because it just looked like it was supposed to be a checklist. So I made that an extra space for me to put some more stuff down. So we ended up going to like the library, like I said. So I took back my one book, picked up my next book. And that one is called Principles by Ray Diablo. And then we hit the road. And hitting the road, it was not a bad ride for us. Now, with everybody else the hell driving, I don't know what the hell was going on today. Cause it was people was doing some foolish stuff, especially around trucks. I'm like, you must have a death wish because why are you driving like that? But nonetheless, yep, we drove, got to our destination, we checked in. Ended up seeing his Lodge brothers there, and went and got some food. We went, took our stuff to the room, met back with them, went and got some food. Of course, you start seeing a whole bunch of other brothers. So it's like, oh hi, how you doing? They fellowshipping, talking, da, 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 da. All of the things. And then eventually we went to bed. On to Friday. Friday, I actually took off for the day. Because at first I thought we was going to be driving up on Friday, but he wanted to drive up, as you saw, on Thursday. So I ended up taking my work computer because I had like a summary that was due this past week. And sorry if y'all can hear my computer fan running, a mess. Yes, I had some stuff due that was next week. So I was trying to like get ahead of the curve on some stuff. So I did bring my work computer and I did a little bit of work on Friday morning. But then one of my sisters ended up calling me, and her and I ended up chatting for a long time. So then that was the end of me working. Then after that, I did my Pilates, got dressed, and went to Panera Bread because that's like the closest place to us to go get some food because I was hungry at this point. And I actually didn't even eat it. Like, I know he didn't eat, so I gave him like the sandwich aspect of it, and I kept the salad. I barely ate the salad, so all I really had was my drink. So I was kind of hungry. And then we ended up going to Fridays, and where we were, options are very like limited. So, to not have to go super far out just for food, that was like the best thing, especially being open, because also in the area that we were, they ain't open super late, not like how it is where we live. So yeah. So we ended up going to Fridays for dinner, and then afterwards came back, socialized a little bit, and then again went to bed. Saturday I slept in. I ended up waking up like with my alarm to make sure he got up, but then afterwards I went back to sleep. No, I did go back to sleep. And then I woke up again, made me some tea, and then I had bought like us some like pastries from Panera Bread the day before. So I forgot. It was like a pecan something. And I had bought him a muffin. So I ate the pecan, whatever, and then drank my tea. And then I was just sitting there kind of like watching TV. And at this point, I decided, yeah, I'm not doing no more work. And then I said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. So I laid my behind back down, took a nap. That afternoon we had a luncheon to go to, so then I had to get up. It was like it's probably almost like noon. So I got up. No, it was closer to 1 actually. I'm lying. It was actually closer to 1. Got up, I did my Pilates again, got dressed, got ready, then went to the luncheon. The luncheon was cool. It was like a big hat and bow tie theme. So they had like a little contest. It was cute. The only thing that really got on my nerves, especially considering where I was sitting, was the air was blasting. I was freezing my behind off. My feet were cold. My hands was cold. My nose is cold. And like when my nose get cold, I turn red like the Rudolph reindeer. So yeah, I was freezing. It was terrible. And then that evening, there was like a boxing match out in Vegas. So somebody had a fire stick, and we went to one of the brothers' room, and um, everybody had like pizza and drinks, and we watched the boxing match, which I am not like a fan, because I'm sitting there thinking about all of the things that's happening every time this person gets punched in the face or get punched in the ribs, get punched in the kidneys. I'm like, yo, it was taking me out. And then to get to the main match, it was just way too much. And then on one of them, I don't know if y'all watched this, but the one guy that I think and I feel should have won did not. He lost. I thought it was crazy. And at first, the person who did won seemed to be kind of admirable, but then he started like messing with him. I was about to say a curse word. He started messing with him, and the boy was like, "Well, listen, let's go right now." Like, I'm just like, this is craziness. I'm like, yeah, he. That was terrible of him. So yeah, we did that, and it was a lot more fellowship. We ended up not going back to our room till like 2 something in the morning. Terrible. And then we were up for a little bit longer. Finally, then ended up going to bed. Then we got up, had to check out, so got ready, packed our bag. And our like normal is watch SVU and pack. Like that is like our normal. And I don't know how we even get through it because we be like stuck in these stories. I'm like, yo, we're gonna be late checking out and they're gonna be charging us another day. So we gotta go. So we ended up going to Perkins, and we met up with some of the other brothers and sisters and families that morning to go eat before everybody hit the road to go back home. And then it was like, oh, one of the brothers said, or his family was like, they were gonna go hiking. So my husband asked me the day before, did I want to go, and I said sure, why not. So actually almost all of us that went to breakfast ended up going. And if you guys see here, y'all saw there, it was the flower on my hand and it went away. I don't know, but let me hurry and finish. So we ended up finding an area that we can actually go hike, because one of the original place we were going to go to was blocked off. So we ended up finding another place. It was really nice. We enjoyed our time out there. We ended up walking like almost 2 miles. By the end of it, ended up having a whole like water issue thing at home. So that was a whole big thing. Got back home eventually like that evening, and then I just watched YouTube until I fell asleep. Because I knew for sure after the weekend I was definitely working from home. So yep, here is the spread, guys. So hopefully this was not too much of a hot mess, because listen, I feel like a hot mess talking. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging around and watching my plan with me today. If you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and let me know how you feel about my story time telling my plans versus just saying, well, this is what we did and this is what I used, blah, 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 blah. I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.